This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Podcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 229, my squad.
That is right.
29, Chuck's trying to catch me, but this guy is 202. But it's going to be a little further, Chuck.
Well,
I'm looking to my 300 marker.
We are trying to catch up to Chuck. It should be noted because Chuck just did his 2000.
2002, Uncle.
Wait a minute now. Wait, now I'm a little off. 2000.
2002, yes, sir.
So, he's all past me then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm a little confused with these numbers because you know how it is.
Yeah.
He's first, I'm second, you're third.
I'm third. Yeah.
And in standings.
Well, actually, to be technical, Uncle, there are more episodes of The Age of Transitions than there are of Uncle the Broadcast. Do you believe that?
You have.
But this hour...
But we have to have it counted right.
But this hour, Uncle, you're number one anyway, because it's Uncle time anyhow. So, there we go. Which, by the way, I want to let you know, we have a listener in the Bahamas tonight, which is unusual.
I don't know who they are from. Are they going to be popping on in a minute?
I do not know. I note them listening in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You got
get them on.
You got Canada, the UK, Ukraine, and France. So, those are your countries tonight outside of the United States, of course, which we're all over the place from, let's see, how can I give a good span here? From Seattle to Michigan to Minnesota to Florida. So, and of course California. So, I mean, all across the country, a whole bunch of different spots, by the way. I didn't mention everybody. But there you go in those other foreign countries, all listening to Uncle live.
All right. Well, there you have it, Uncle.
Seems like I'm getting my people back.
It looks like we're established. And, of course, live on thechili.com this Friday night. So call in. You can call and join the show.
Call in, join the show. Number is 319-527 5016.
Yes.
Call and you get to me.
Mm-hmm. You can also contact our producer Chuck at Charles.Ocelli on Skype. Send him a message, he'll bring you in. Or again, call 319-527-5016. So
right. Unlike your hour there, Sidekick, we actually have a caller on the line on the regular phone line. So let me know when you want me to bring him in.
Put him on. Bring him in.
We're ready, Uncle?
Ready to go. Who is he?
Okay.
I'll find out who he is.
Hey, guys, this is Ed up in Washington.
Eddie boy! That's my first caller. Number one fan man there.
Stand back.
I told you the man to show up.
Absolutely, man.
He told me.
I told you I'm at work, so I'm in the parking lot, but...
Parking lot?
Oh, yeah. All right. Another parking lot call. Ed's back at work. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I got a dispute. I think Uncle may be second because... How long has the show Age of Transitions been on? Because I know you used to have a show called Trans Resistor Radio, but I don't know if you get to count all of those in the Age of Transitions numbers.
Yeah, that's what I've been asking.
Technicality here.
That's something to let him think about. I'll let the sidekick think about it.
Yeah.
Because we have to
do a recount here.
Number. We have to have numbers. We have to have number counting.
Yeah, we got to go back to the first episode of Age of Transition.
Go back
and count
further.
from there, maybe, huh?
Right.
That's right. You can't count all those. Old show he used to do.
You can't jump over my numbers, sidekick. You gotta understand what what Eddie is talking about here.
You have a good point, Ed. That's true. If we were to do that, then there are more Uncle shows, without a doubt.
I might be second.
Yeah, I think that Uncle's pulling into second here, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Chuck's got the number one spot. Agreed. I had to figure the numbers out.
Chuck's way so far ahead, man. You guys got a long ways to go to catch Chuck. Yeah.
No dispute.
Hey, I got a real quick baseball talk, man. How about that Shohei Ohtani on your Angels, man?
Oh yeah, how's he doing, by the way? I saw a couple games.
Oh man, all he's doing is hitting home runs and striking guys out when he pitches, man. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's ahead of everybody in home runs this year.
What are we standings in the standings right now? You know? A chance?
Well, the Angels aren't so good in the standings, but if I was an Angels fan, I'd be having fun watching that Ohtani dude, man. Yeah. That guy's ripping.
I remember him when he started. Yeah, he is good.
As long as he doesn't get injured, we'll be fine. I mean, because that's what happened to him
when Trout gets
year.
back, man.
Oh, yeah, Trout. Trout's not back yet either.
Yeah, when he gets well, it'll be another thing. That'll be a hell of a lineup, those two. I just wondered if you're following him.
Yeah, I was following them.
You've been watching the games? I haven't watched any.
I watched what I could on the Sunday night specials.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're on, I watch them. But other than that, I don't get around to it. But I do the Sunday night, Sunday night baseball game of the week.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. I find out who it plays on the end. I listen to it.
I got the MLB app that I listen to the Dodgers on, So, they send you these notifications when anybody in the whole league is doing good. And all I see is Shohei Ohtani hit another home run every time a little flag comes up.
Yeah, but, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. If you like baseball, that's a guy to watch right now, man. He is amazing.
I know that.
But hey, I sent you guys the cards, and I told you, like years and years ago, I saw that big black cat that we don't know what the hell I saw, but I was sitting on my porch a couple weeks ago, minding my own business, to see this big dog walking up the road. And I think, medium-sized dog. And I'm thinking, what's that dog doing? Because you don't really see people up here in the woods where I live. If they walk their dogs, they got them on leashes and you can see the people. Nobody was with this dog. So I stood up and watched, and he came right up to the edge of my property here. And I'm up on the second deck on my porch, and I looked down, and he looked up, and it was a cat. It was a standard cougar, the ones everybody knows are there, but you don't usually see them. And then before I could get my wife out to come and see him, he just sauntered back across the road, disappeared into the woods. So it's almost like talking about that black cat from 10 or 12 years ago. It's like a synchronicity that I see this standard mountain lion walk up out of the trees and look up at me, man. So just thought I had to pass that story on too. It's a little kind of gave me the willies, because we know they're here. We see their footprints in the snow and things like that. But seeing one makes you go, I'm a little reluctant to go for those walks at night anymore.
Don't want to walk a dog at night.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
We do, but maybe
if
we
he's
should
on a leash,
Yeah.
Say Ed.
I told my neighbors, watch out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey Ed, I normally I would not break in to do this, but I'm getting pestered on Skype right now because a listener wants and I'm not even going to give your name because you're annoying me with your messages, dude. But I am going to give your message. How about that? But anyway. Thing is, Ed, they want a squirrel report from you, man. They want to know about the squirrels. He's complaining. He's hearing about all these other animals, but he wants a squirrely Ed report.
This is easy. Yeah, this is easy, man. Because I'm going to talk to you once you get your things settled about my new squirrel show on the network, man.
Oh, you're going to put a new one
now?
out?
Get settled in your move and everything.
Cool.
But no, I was out sitting on the porch the other night, and there's a thump on the roof.
Oh.
And I know what this is. I hear him skittering across the roof. And then before I know it, in my bird feeder is one of the little flying squirrels that come out at night. And he's up there munching away. And then another one came. And but they don't, he couldn't get in the feeder, so he had to leave. And I saw him just in the moon was out, so it was just the moonlight, but it was bright because that was close to the full moon. And I could see him as he leapt off the roof. I could see like a silhouette of his underbelly with his legs all spread out, flying off to the trees. Amazing experience with the nocturnal squirrels this time. So that's my squirrel report. Whoever's asking, CA. I bet.
Since you like squirrels, I was wondering something.
It is not creative accidents that's bothering me for the squirrels. It's somebody else, and he's not getting his name announced because he is bugging me about these squirrels. So I asked the question, but I'm not giving his name out. So there.
That's okay. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not saying that to you, Ed. I'm saying that to the guy who's listening and not going to call in and ask his own question. He's just going to bug me.
Asking questions.
I don't know why these guys, man.
Which, by the way, there's a
Call
weird.
in. Let's take over the show with some squirrel talk. We'll hijack it with squirrel talk now.
I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure Uncle would talk about squirrels or whatever it is you guys want to talk about.
I was going to mention something about squirrels and just one question about them.
Awesome.
Since you like the squirrels so much, why not put a section of a spot for them and feed out to them?
Eddie?
I got 2 squirrel feeders, and plus they get in my bird feeder tray too. Oh yeah, I feed them. And I put stuff.
I didn't know if you did.
I got special stuff I put out. Yeah, I got 2 different squirrel feeders and I put some seeds and stuff out for the night squirrels too, because I enjoy their company when I'm sitting out at night. The flying squirrels, I don't know, there's something so peaceful and comforting about those guys when you're sitting out at night. And I don't know if you've ever seen them, because you probably don't have them right where you're at.
I was going to ask you about that, actually. Let me ask you about this real quick, because there are people that say they see flying squirrels, and they're not. They're just squirrels that jump. But like a literal flying squirrel is pretty wild looking, because they have this like webbing between their legs, and they kind of glide as they go. And I'm wondering, is it like an honest to goodness flying squirrel or just a jumping squirrel?
No, these are northern flying squirrels, and they're nocturnal. You're only going to see them if you spend time outside in the nighttime, which I do.
They're very cool.
I sit outside at night, and they come. Yeah,
I love those
The
things.
first time I saw one, it scared me because I thought it was one of the daytime squirrels. I said, "What are you doing out, dude? You're going to get eaten by an owl or something." But then I realized, wait a minute, I know who this is. And now I go out and I hang out with them on purpose. So
I've seen them a couple of times, and the coolest thing, it's like when they go flying into a tree, it like the first time you see it, you think this thing just went splat against the tree, because it like slaps into the tree trunk.
Oh yeah.
And it's like poof, and you look at it and you're like, it's almost like a cartoon animal getting splat. And it's hilarious. They are so cool though, flying squirrels. I love it. Go ahead, Mitch.
They're amazing creatures, and seeing them at night, man. I mean, like I say, I got material. I'm building my material for my new show on your network, so I'm working it up. But I've seen several. I've actually had the flying squirrel jump from the bird feeder tray right at me, ticked off my right shoulder, then glided off over the deck rail, and that was awesome. And it was scary at first. What's he doing? And before I could think, he just kicked off my shoulder to get that extra jump and off over the rail. I don't know. I love the little guys.
Nice. That sounds fun. Yeah,
but,
I've never
guys,
seen one.
I got to go back in.
All right.
Because I am supposed to be at work here.
Okay. Thanks for the call. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So, hey, Uncle, keep your eye on Shohei Ohtani on the Angels, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's worth watching right now.
He's good.
And, hey, I love you guys. Take care.
Okay.
Take care, Ed.
You
Talk to you next time.
All right. I'll be listening. Yeah.
Okay, there he goes. Ed,
Ed.
frequent caller, a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Sends us mail. Hey, if you want to send us mail, you can too. Press the contact button on UncleThePodcast.com.
Just like he just did.
Just like he has done. He sent us all sorts of postcards and cool stuff in the mail. And Uncle, I mentioned this in the previous hour, but we haven't gone to it yet. We need to.
What's that?
We have new products available at the website.
What do we have?
We have new T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't like to. I want to get. Oh, wait a minute.
I have to separate. I gotta represent you two.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a couple. I wanted a couple of you two shirts.
Well, exactly. Of course, we still have the Uncle the Podcast T-shirt available, the tie-dye T-shirt. So if you want an Uncle the Podcast T-shirt, please do buy one of them. But in addition,
this is condition is what I'm waiting on. The condition.
If you just dropped in to see what condition our condition is in.
Yeah, I wanted to see what those really look like when they're dyed. So if it's possible to make the two when you have, not when you have orders, but I mean now you open them. I was wanting to see what the colors would look like.
The colors, well, yeah. The
colors.
Let's get back to the Uncle the Podcast shirt again, which is still available. If you order an Uncle the Podcast tie-dye shirt, you can order it plain white for $20, or for $30, we tie-dye it. And when you get the tie-dye, you get to pick the colors.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking
So
about.
you tell us what you want, we'll make that. There are some limitations on that, but pretty much any color we can do. I can make pretty much any color work. So you just tell us what colors you'd like. There's different examples on the website already. A lot of people just go with what's there because they turn out good too. The blue and the turquoise, the fuchsia and the turquoise. But now, not just the Uncle the Podcast T-shirt, we have the Age of Transitions T-shirt, which I'm wearing.
Oh, you got one.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is a plain one now.
This is a plain white one, which I'm actually dyeing these gray and blue, the finished ones, but this is a plain white one.
I haven't even noticed.
If you would prefer that, I could send you a plain white, but I'm dyeing them. I think they're nice dyed, but I just threw this one on because I don't have one my size that's dyed yet. So we have the Age of Transitions shirts and Ocelli Effect T-shirts available. And Uncle, when people buy the Ocelli Effect shirt, I'm sending the money made from that shirt over to Chuck. To help Chuck out.
Yeah, right. That's the way to do it.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
And to help him out because it's his shirt and his process of getting his material.
Yeah.
That's very good. It's a smart idea.
Yeah.
But
And
I was just wanted to see I just noticed your shirt actually. I didn't even recognize it.
So people in the chat over at Twitch are saying AOT tie-dye, Ocelli tie-dye, and the answer would be to those questions yes and yes. The one thing with these two shirts is I just have standard colors with the dye. With the AOT shirt, the Age of Transitions, it's going to be gray and like blue, like the website colors, and then with Chuck's shirt, it will be the black dye, and they're both white shirts. So white shirts dyed, 100% cotton, nice, comfortable, heavyweight shirts. The Age of Transitions and the Ocelli shirts. So they're nice quality ones. We will be dyeing them, and then it says Creative Accidents saying I got Age of Transitions and Ocelli one. Okay, so thank you, Creative Accidents, for that. Cool.
Right, and each one that you get tie-dyed will be unique because duplicating the tie-dye process exactly would be almost impossible the way you're doing it. So you're guaranteed to have one that's a little different from anybody else if you get it tie-dyed. Also, I think you're going to throw in a couple of Uncle stickers with the T-shirts too, right?
Indeed. Anybody who orders any of these shirts, I will be sending new Uncle the Podcast stickers to that I have made. I'm reaching for them here, but I don't have them. But
you don't have them here.
I had them on a recent show. They're just little, real good vinyl stickers that are chrome and white. They came out great. So you will be getting those with any order that you send in, and probably a couple other little things too. So
and how? By the way, talking about sending out, how's Chucky's shirts coming?
They're up. They're available.
What?
The Ocelli Effect T-shirt?
No, his for
Uncle means the ones for me.
I have, Chuck, your personal shirts we're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's what he's asking about. Yeah.
The ones that I'm getting.
They're done.
They're done?
I'm just waiting for Chuck to get situated over where he's at so I can mail them to him. That's all I'm waiting.
It's getting close. Hey, Chuck, it's getting close. 4th of July is Sunday.
Yeah,
you gotta be moving soon.
Oh no, I am. Tomorrow, matter of fact, when I'm done with this tonight, I gotta close up all my computer stuff and get it ready to move. So I'll be offline for a little bit. The network stays running 24/7 without me even connected. So Just so you guys know, that runs separate from me. But so you'll be able to listen to everything and replay and all that, over the weekend while I'm disconnected. And anybody that needs my address, if you send me a reminder to my email, that would be helpful, and I will send out the new address to the select few that I allow to have my home address.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I'll actually give you my home address if you if you're somebody I'm familiar with. I will take care of that, especially if we've corresponded in the past. Like for instance, Ed, who was just on, sent like the very coolest. Speaking of squirrels, sent the very coolest get well card for Mrs. O, and had pictures of squirrels in it along with the story he told, and it was his photographs that he literally crafted together into this like really cool greeting card to wish her to get well. So I'm just saying, so Ed will obviously get the new address, and if you need it, let me know. You can just email me, info@ocelli.com, or if you know the blind JFK researcher at gmail.com address. Either way, I will get it, and as soon as I get situated, send you the address, and reminders are helpful. So I'll be giving you that address like probably right at the end of the show, Aaron, but not on air. Okay.
No.
All right, sounds good. Okay. Yeah. And again, you order an Ocelli Effect shirt, going to send the proceeds to Chuck, so it'll help. It'll help support the network, and we're coming off the heels of the 2000th episode of the Ocelli Effect, so this is a good time. I wanted to release it around this time. I want it to be. I would encourage people just to donate at the Ocelli.com website, donate button. But in addition, this is just another thing. If you want to get the Ocelli Effect shirt, then there will be money going to Chuck to help out there. So there you go. I'm excited with all these things. Uncle, how are we feeling about all the product we have at the website?
I think the product's getting good. We're getting what we want out of the progress of the shirts. For more example, I started something, and look, it's grown. It's grown, and it's grown. It's grown up pretty good that we have other people doing what I've been doing.
Yeah. We're in business now, Uncle.
This is a full business operation
right.
for customers that want to listen to my shows.
Indeed. It's for you, the customer, that we make this available, and we thank you for your patronage. We thank you for being quite literal customers now.
Oh, yes. The other guy we had on the last week about the baseball card, Belling, I got a special thanks for them because they are doing their whole family and they coming on my show.
Oh, you're talking about Rob Keefe and his family.
Right. That was on last week.
Yes, we're inviting Rob back for the Revolution at New Year's, and I will bet that he will be here. I'll bet he's going to show up for that.
Oh yeah,
so we'll have him on for that. That's going to be fun.
He's going for him. So.
I'm going to invite all the guests we had on this year to come on to the Revolution when that pops up. First of all, and then I don't know. I've been trying to procure guests here and there. We'll get more guests soon. So this week it's just us, but as always, you can call in 319-527-5016.
Right.
Ed already has. It's great to talk to him.
And
what else? Any other ideas you got to throw out there, Uncle? We're brainstorming tonight. We got all sorts.
Trying to think. I got so much in my head I can't think about what I want to say.
Well, don't think too hard. Let's just keep telling people where they can find the show. Live streaming Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, which is just Twitter. I'm confused as to whether Periscope itself exists anymore. It's just Twitter.
I don't even know this Periscope. I don't even have it on my phone.
You never been in a submarine, Uncle?
Oh, yeah. That submarine in Disney World.
Did you use the Periscope in that on that ride?
No.
They don't let you do
side
that.
Windows.
Yeah. All you get to do is look at the
side windows. You ain't when it's like this, a Periscope trying to go up. Hey, what's that?
They should work
like
a Periscope.
Popeye, which he had his Periscope going with his pipe.
I feel like, a Periscope was part of the Popeye movie, I remember.
I think so, and it started out with that. It started in with that because when He was born with Brutus. Brutus was his enemy. Always fighting back and forth.
Yes.
Fighting good. And he's fighting over, guess what?
A woman?
A woman. Exactly. And that's what they all do. I mean, if you think about it, that's what they all do.
Based on a true story.
Yeah. And a true story, if these were true stories, it would be that reason. I just put it on, just put that out there for somebody that's interested.
Don't get between a sailor and his woman.
Yeah, that's what I was.
There's going to be.
I wanted to take and get that out there. If anybody heard it or hears it, call in and let me know if you heard it. I just threw it out there. Just for curiosity, conversation.
Uncle, we just brought it up, but clearly you've seen the old Popeye movie with Robin Williams as Popeye.
Oh, yeah.
You like that movie?
That was okay. Yeah. He act just like him, too.
Good impersonation, yeah.
Like, almost. I mean, dead centered. It's like my broadcast. He just like that in a Popeye show.
Yeah.
I mean, me and him, we could be both together and you wouldn't even notice if me and him were doing a show together.
Yeah.
I would just put that out there,
Uncle,
too.
important chat room question from Creative Accidents. Uncle, are you going to make hot dog salad for the 4th of July?
Hot dog salad?
Yeah, you've made, for lunch, you have made a salad with a hot dog on it, and we've posted it to Instagram before, so that's how he's seen it.
I had to see what it looked like. I forgot.
It was...
I forgot what it looked like. I know we put it out there to show people, but I forgot what it looked like.
Every now and then, typically it's lunch. Uncle will make his lunch, and I'll be like, that is quite a signature artisanal dish you've just made, Uncle. Is it okay?
I put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
What I do, my fine entrance sandwiches that I make, if they're interest to me, I tell Sidekick here, put this on Instagram, and then they all shoot it out to you all to see what they are. Yeah. And I know you all see it. Especially Crazy Accidents. Yep. I know he sees it.
There's been some fine plates featured over the years.
Over the years.
On our Instagram.
Doing that.
You better sign up to follow our Instagram at Uncle Podcast so you can get the next one.
Start listening to my Instagram. You follow my Instagram good enough, you'll get to see it. Yeah. Simple as that.
It's worth following. Yeah. And we post all sorts of pictures there. Some of them happen to be the Uncle Foods. I don't know. I mean, what about for the 4th, though, Uncle? Are we going to do any sort of special eating? I'm not even sure myself.
Well, we're going to still have the hamburgers and the hot dogs and beans, no?
Yeah, probably. Something like that.
I mean,
grilling. We'll probably
might have to go. We're going to have to go to Costco.
Gonna have to go and get some things anyway. Stock up.
So stock up. I'm surprised the women could go out and get the food.
They may. Well, yeah, we're getting close
because I don't have a card.
And we're getting awful close to the 4th. We only have one more shopping day before the big event drops. The big holiday is here.
Yeah.
So we better get on top of that and make sure we have our provisions set up.
Need the stuff. Well, like you said, if you want to do some show to send to them, we have to have processed meat. Processed for the material. The material eat.
I think we should just get a lot of processed meat.
Processed stuff to organize it to get into the program. I mean, you're right. It needs that. Because it looks like I go to the refrigerator. Oh, it's getting emptied. I've noticed. Leftover. There's only macaroni and cheese. I don't know. I'm saying, well,
it's not going to cut it.
Well, they say, you're all saying to that. They're all telling to me, "Oh, give these to Uncle." Give them to Uncle the leftovers, right? I've churned all the leftovers out and gone. Now they have to go back and get some more. Trying to do that. That's what I'm just trying to say.
Got to go to the store and pick up more leftovers.
Yeah, but make leftovers. Eat your food. But what you have leftover, that's what we use.
everything.
That's what I was saying.
Everything becomes a leftover at some point.
Well,
So
right.
it's just a different step in the
Right
process.
now, the only thing left over is, like I said, is the macaroni.
Lucum says it's like Mom always said: processed meat will treat you right. So there we go. I mean, couldn't have said better myself.
Well, they're kicking up the storm out there. I got my ears going with the boom, boom.
The chat room is active. We got
They're acting something.
We got the Twitch chat. We got the Ocelli.com chat, which I'm going to pull up for the live stream to look at right now.
Aaron, I think you should make a note. Whenever you do an extra Uncle piece, I think you should call it Uncle the Leftovers. Because he just said that, and that's hilarious. He said that, and I went, that's what you should call it when you do extra Uncle stuff. You got to write that down. Because I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
Sidekick, start doing these things. Right? Get a piece of paper down here.
Piece of paper? I have a piece of...
Uncle the Leftovers.
And start the writing.
Start writing.
Start writing. That's one.
I have a paper, but I don't have a pen. I could bite the tip of my finger off and write in blood.
Oh, let's not do that.
Are you talking about Chuck?
Yeah.
If we do like Patreon material and things like that?
I think Uncle the Leftovers. He said that, and I went, that's perfect. It's like the leftovers. I don't know why.
Well, who do they give them to? Now think about it. Other than me, they give some to you. But I'm talking about who else would they give them to? Besides me and you.
Hey, I love leftovers.
Well, that's what I mean. Me and you, we actually have an argument over the fighting. Who's gonna get the leftovers?
I hear this is a problem with men actually, which I find odd. But a lot of people are out there complaining that they won't eat leftovers, they don't like them, and I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Well, it's depending the taste.
What taste?
I feel it's a taste of the leftover.
It's the same thing you already ate, so why don't you like it now? I don't.
It's maybe the taste of the people they don't like. You don't know what the other people taste buds are.
I guess I don't.
That would be making any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
That would make no sense if. All right, how's our taste buds taste?
I'm a big proponent of throw the leftovers in the freezer. Because even if you don't want to eat the same thing, like, I already ate that yesterday or earlier, and maybe you don't want to eat it again, but it's still good and there's a good amount of it left, I mean, there's nothing wrong with properly freezing that and eating it next week.
Well, there is one thing he does freeze, his fruits for his smoothies.
Yeah.
He does that. I give him that.
Bananas start getting brown, just throw them in the freezer. That'll be a great smoothie later.
That I can tell you, that's what Sidekick does.
Oh, yeah, there's always a freezer bag in my freezer with little bits of, like, okay, my kid only wanted to eat half a banana, take the other half, boom, in the freezer, right?
Right.
A couple of strawberries left over, I don't feel like eating them, boom, throw them in the freezer. And later on...
And make yourself smoothie.
You got it.
Like the smoothies.
Yeah,
you got it.
We have people in the chat singing the praises of leftovers. We've got Ray in Australia saying that Mum's curry always tastes better the next night. Yeah, I found that with soups and stews, the flavors get infused more, which Lucum says it gives it time for the flavors to soak in. It really does. You notice that it's better, those sorts of dishes, the next day.
Plus, every time I make Italian food, right? I mean, look, Sicilian mentality. So 3 gallons of sauce, right? So you make 3 gallons of sauce, you freeze a gallon, right?
Yes.
And then
you have a lot of that left over.
Oh yeah, and then you make you make a little Parmesan, maybe eat half the tray, freeze the other half of the tray. Seriously, I'm a big proponent of freeze it, eat it next week.
That's exactly true. I mean, you're right, Chuck. It's properly true. That's the way to do it. It's like saying, instead of doing this and then doing that, there is one thing I hate in this house that they do. And it's the kids that don't do proper. It kills me to seeing them eating and not finishing their meal. So they have to hand over to me. I said, nuh-uh, you're not wasting that. I am, because you think of the poor people that haven't had a new meal, and you think about that. Just think about that a minute, and you realize
Yeah, they're kids, Uncle. So
Well,
all you
no,
got to
they-
do, it's small portions first of all,
Small
and then
portions is fine.
between you and I, we can make short work of whatever they didn't eat.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So it's not that big a deal, really.
But no, I was gonna say that's the next question.
See,
It
but
wasn't a big
Yeah.
deal about it, but it was just that
No, but I get it,
they're
Uncle.
thinking of it.
You know what it
I was-
is, Uncle? See, Aaron's a little younger than us, and
Yeah, I know.
you know, and I know I'm younger than you, but we're in that same span where, believe me, it was a sin to not finish what you know, take what you
Right,
want,
exactly,
but finish it,
exactly.
because you
Right.
can't do it. And you know what it was? It's because people older than you or me,
Right.
you know, some of them lived through some harder times, and
Right. That's what I'm thinking
yeah.
of. Exactly who I was thinking of. Them kind of people and the poor people. Those are the two things that I was mentioning.
well,
I was
that's
trying
the
to
thing.
mention.
No, and I was always poor anyway, so I mean, believe me, I wasn't going to waste no food. So
Mm-hmm.
I have this mentality, but you're right. The kids, you know, they don't necessarily know what that value is. So it's just the way it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Man,
Not yet.
When they get up to the point of age group, they'll start realizing it, I
Right.
suppose.
And you know
And
what
then
what the problem is that if you take really good care of these kids, they got no idea what it is to not have something, right? So they can't even imagine the idea of like, oh, I might be hungry sometime. You know what I mean? Not really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what killed me, what my mother used to do? To disguise what I hated the most was liver. But you know what they did?
Sugar coated.
No. Load of onions in it. To
The onions made it palatable.
palatable.
Okay, just wrap it in onions when in doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
none of us liked it. Even my two sisters.
Oh,
they never liked it either. They don't like it.
Your
liver.
kids don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just wrap
No.
it in onions.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Works every
something
time.
disguise it. It's words are being disguised. Food to be disguised. That's what you have to work with.
We've got a lot in the chat room. People speaking out about this. We got creative accents saying, "I was raised by people who went through World War II. We were not allowed leftovers. I'm Soviet Union." That's creative accents, of course. And then we've got Ray in Australia saying, "Wasting food was a big no-no when I was growing up." And then creative accents again, pickled herring. I've had pickled herring.
Pickled herring's delicious. That is what we should have a New Year's revolution.
I like it. I eat
That
it.
is a taste for the next year.
I think it's good.
We must get some of that. Now
We
you
must.
just got me something to think about.
Okay.
We'll get some of that with our drinks.
Yeah.
Put that on our list.
I know my father-in-law loves it, and then
Yeah.
my wife eats it. I'll eat it. Yeah, so we're not averse to. I know some people despise it, but we could eat it. Yeah, maybe we'll get some for the revolution. We'll
Yeah,
get some
some
dollar
for
store
Revolution,
beers. We'll
beers
drink
and
was it cotton candy flavored swirl, and we'll just have the best of everything.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know about
Hey,
that
we'll have
swirl
like-
there, Aaron. You know, the swirls. The swirls, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you,
I don't
we've
know
actually
about
had.
the wines either. Some of these wines that he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
like.
Well,
Especially the Santa
Maybe
Claus one.
sparkling wine would
That's
be
another
nice,
thing.
maybe.
Sparkling wine.
You picked up a couple more listeners in France since we went live with the Uncle Show, and some other places too, which is funny because I thought we would drop off a little bit because they would go to the video feed. I don't know what you're seeing over there on Twitch, but couple of listeners in France. I usually only got one. Anyway, just letting you know. And I had a quick question, actually. Two quick questions for Uncle, and I wanted to see what he had to say about it since he brought up onions. And again, you know, you're older than me. I'm older than Aaron. So, do you or did you ever eat sardines? Because I love sardines, number one.
Sardines. That's another one.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Sardines,
Yes, sir.
right?
I enjoy sardines.
See, I love them
You
in
know
olive
those
oil.
ones in the grocery store?
Yeah, in olive oil, right?
Olive oil. And
Yeah.
put it in the container. In one of those things. Open it up with the machine. Open it up with a hand thing.
With the
can
key.
opener.
With the
Can-
key.
no,
No,
it's
he's
a
talking
thing
about a
they-
key you put on the can to open it.
Yeah,
the
thing
key.
on the
I'm sorry,
can. A
I'm
key to put
sorry,
it on the
yes,
can and
yes.
start eating them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They are delicious.
Yeah.
But some people around here do not like it. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I can't see why they don't like this stuff.
These kids don't know what.
Thing.
Yeah, these kids don't know what's good. You know what my father used to do, and I want to see because honestly, Uncle, you're probably just about a little bit younger than my father would have been. My father was a young dad, right? Yeah. So anyway, I got a question for you. You ever see somebody eat just an onion like it's an apple? I mean, just take the peel off of the onion. Because my father used to do this. He would do that and eat his sardines. I still eat sardines. I can't do the onion thing. But he used to just do that with a red onion. You ever see somebody do that?
One, Uncle?
No. Yeah.
Onion eating like an apple?
Not really.
You know what I did once?
I might have seen it. I might have seen it in the fairs.
Well,
some in the fairs, but they were fake ones.
You've got the fried onions.
The fried onions is what I see,
but that's not the same.
Not the same.
I mean a raw. Yeah, I mean a raw onion. Just
raw
take the
onion you're talking about. But I saw the other word, but no, I didn't. Put a say no on that.
Well, it used to be that, the raw onion, a can of sardines, and a bottle of beer. And, it makes a bit of a combination scent, I'll tell you. And, but I still love the sardines. I can drink some beer, but I don't know. I could never go for the full on, I'm going to eat the onion. I mean, I like onions, but not, full on just eat it like an apple. I could never do that. So I was just curious, though, because he was the only guy I ever saw do that.
Not me.
That's a tough one to
I
do.
wouldn't touch a raw one.
Not raw like
no,
that.
wait. It has to be cooked.
Uncle, I was going to mention what I did one time back in Ohio. We had a juicer. And so, I was like, well, let's just juice an onion.
Oh.
So I juiced an onion.
What that tastes like?
Well, I drank the whole thing.
I know. What did the taste of the onion taste like?
It tasted like you immediately had to throw up, which I did.
Immediately had to throw up.
I could not hold it down.
I would like to know what it tastes like. I'd probably go to the toilet anyway.
It tasted like it was burning your insides.
It was a fire burn? Yeah. You mean it finally got to your taste buds? Of all the stuff you put hot sauce on, it got to your taste points? That's a first I ever heard of.
I didn't taste
sidekick.
Yeah, it was less of a taste and more of a feel in my gut that, oh man, it burned. It was rough.
I mean, I never would believe that sidekick here would ever have that problem.
No,
but
because
you like all the hot stuff. Is what throws me on that because of you love the hot stuff. Everything in the meal. All right, we have a meal. Hot stuff. Boy, he constantly puts the hot stuff constantly on the meal.
I like hot sauce.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
but I mean but that one that hit you there was saying about that hit and.
I couldn't pull that off.
Couldn't pull this thing off.
I tried. I was curious more than anything.
I knew there was one thing that was going to fall you.
Oh,
and I didn't know what it was yet until you said it.
Okay, so you figured I must have an Achilles heel.
That's the word, Achilles heel.
Now you know what it is.
I knew it. Now I know what it is.
Superman has kryptonite.
Give him an onion with raw onion,
a juiced onion,
and see what he does. Hey, wife, cook him a juiced onion and see what happens.
Grow your eyebrows out, become the juice man, throw an onion in the juicer, and take Aaron out.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do.
That's very unusual. Yeah. Have a juicer. You can also disguise that, just like they do with the onions.
It would take quite a bit of mixing to make that juiced onion work. Mix it around.
Yeah. With your favorite fruits, right? Okay, but let's say your favorite fruits, whatever they are.
Yeah.
All right. You have the onion that you don't like, and then put whatever you like onto it, mix it around in the machine, and see if it tastes any better.
Oh, Uncle, we've got a really good message from Creative Accidents in the chat. We're gonna have to remember. He says, "It's Aaron Hot Stuff Franz is Aaron's Top Gun call sign."
Very good start. I couldn't even. Oh, by the way, talking about Top Gun. Yeah. Now I've come to another conclusion. I'm one day I was listening to the new one coming out. Where is what's his name?
Top Gun 2. Oh, Porkins. We
Porky.
need him.
Where's Porky? I have to talk to him about this.
Call in Pierce.
Call in Pierce there. Call in Pierce, please. I have to ask, did they see the original new one that is coming out? It's shown on the MTV.
Yeah, there's a commercial or a trailer.
No, it's more like a trailer. It's more than a trailer.
Oh, more.
It's the whole Operation show.
Sneak peek?
Sneak peek of the whole show.
Whoa.
And I was seeing this, and I was surprised of seeing all this action. And they were going one up the gun, shooting the man, and saying, we got all these shooters. Watch it there. You're going to no side whistling. And he's going back and forth. And he's the in charger. And then the guy says, well, how do you like it? How do you like it now? Being the teacher, of course.
So you saw the entire sneak peek then?
Saw the whole thing. It's on the YouTube, people.
So you've seen the whole movie?
Watch it? More likely.
So you've seen the whole Top Gun 2?
The whole Top Gun that they shown of the whole starting views of it. Not just the trailer part of it. The whole other part of it. Sneak peek of the whole thing that will be what it's going to be. And by the way, fellas, that girl looks pretty nice.
Nope.
And we also know that then when they come out with it, of course they're going to show it on the movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be in the theater.
It's going to be in the theater, but still,
clearly they were holding out for this opportunity for the theaters to reopen. Like, we can't release until the theaters open. That was what was going on.
And I think that's what was the problem.
It has to be theatrical release. No streaming.
No streaming on it, but the YouTube, the YouTube music, no, when I listen to it on the YouTube.
So you saw this on YouTube?
I saw this on. They gave a sneak peek of what it's going to be. Wow. It's actually on my phone, or maybe on yours. If you have YouTube on this thing, even if you can look it up after the show and see, and it will show it where the man is flying this plane.
Okay.
I mean, that's something to see.
I will have to check that out.
You got to check it out, Sidekick.
Of course, our assignment is when the movie comes out, see it in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
And then come back to
review
the show one night and review it with
I know.
Pierce Redmond, as we've been planning for...
how many years?
Gosh, it's been
2 or 3 years.
Yeah, over a year now.
Over a year. 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah, lots of things
almost 2 years now. When you guys first talked about this, I know. Because I remember,
But you too, Chuck, when you get the time, pop on YouTube and you'll see it.
I'll see if I can find it. I get bombarded with weird
commercials. If you can get the YouTube channel, you gotta have to get the YouTube.
Whoops, Uncle disappeared there.
No, okay.
What am I doing? Why am I disappeared? Put me up. What are you doing?
Well, truth be told, I was fiddling around a bit with the knob.
Him with the knobs again.
Get away from the knobs. It's my show. Let him away. Play with one and then step away. Leave it right there. Leave it low.
How about what about if Uncle's call sign is no knobs? Does that work? Or is it not good to have a negative? Maybe I could change mine from hot stuff to knobs. I don't know.
Hot stuffs to knobs. What that? Yeah, don't touch my knobs.
Yeah, don't touch my knobs. We gotta. Yeah, we'll come up with a call sign for Uncle.
Anybody else on the call line there, Chuck?
Oh yeah, there's well, actually, we're getting toward the end of the show.
Don't tell me that word. End the show. I want to have some people talking.
Well, they could call if they want.
Just need one more caller to tie mine for the night if you want, because I only got 2 on my show.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, and you've got 1, and Sidekick got none. So that's where we're at.
Did you get any hood from Sunshine Loud?
No,
she's still busy.
I don't know. I sent her a message. She didn't reply. I don't know what's going on. I guess she's busy. She travels sometimes too. I don't know if she's traveling. I don't know.
I just wonder. I haven't heard from her for a while.
I've been trying to get a hold of her for months now. Yeah, I don't know. I
Let's
just
keep
don't know.
trying, I guess.
Well, she'll be back, I'm sure. And then, every night, every Friday night's an opportunity to call in.
Because I like listening to Lady Talk. I don't know why, but I like listening to Lady Talk on my show. It's just sort of pick me up.
Change the pace, certainly.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, I see we've got Green Seed over at YouTube dropping in the chat saying Nobby. We've got Hot Knob there. We've got Blade. These are different call sign ideas for
Blade.
Uncle Man Talk for a call sign. Ooh. So if people are throwing out, getting creative, coming up with ideas. Again, it's a brainstorming night here on
Well, that's something to think about for the next show if you want to add on to it. So you can have that for our next podcast show.
Think about that, everybody.
Yeah, think about what name.
It's coming up soon.
Because I just was thinking about a comedy, and he does it with the comedy throwout. So that settled that.
You just toss comedy around like it's garbage or something.
They go crazy for comedy stuff. You see those guys in L.A. walking the street.
Comedians? Yeah.
I'm almost like those guys. They were jumping up and down. Johnny the
Johnny. Oh, you're talking about a comedian?
A comedian, yeah.
Okay. Johnny the comic.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, he lives up there in L.A.
I know. I was just taking a shot
there. Lots of comedians, Uncle. Lots of people just trying to make their way. Lots of, nights booked at the Comedy Store, living that lifestyle.
I'm just wondering if there's any more comedy shows around.
Oh, they're out there. There's a number.
I'm wondering if there are any ones that you know around. Because
there's a ton of them based out of L.A. That's what you're saying.
I have to see a couple of live ones.
You want to see live stand-up comedy? Yeah.
Stick-up comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It gives me ideas for my show. What I do is, when I was off for a couple of weeks, when we went to those places to see shows, comedy shows,
yes,
I gave myself some ideas to fit into my show. 'Cause that's a good idea to do once in a while.
You go. Yeah, I love stand-up comedy. Yeah. I love going to those.
What I'm gonna do? Got assignment. I get a good sidekick assignment. Start looking to see what's around.
We'll look
of them, and then go from there.
Maybe we'll even check out an open mic night, Uncle.
All that.
Yeah. Well,
we're still working on who. The Swordmen. We're still trying to get to them.
That's our performance. Uncle.
That's our performance. Just trying to get to them. Mm-hmm. And can you imagine if we got into here?
I can.
You want to see how many people will show up?
Couple.
I'll be probably a load of people.
I bet Seth the Poet would show up.
Who?
Seth the Poet.
Oh, Seth the Poet.
He'd be there.
I know he'd be there.
Might be able to get a couple other people that I know from work
people
and whatnot.
From work. I mean,
I could probably get them in there. Yeah.
Yeah, get him in there. He would like to see a person live more than have talking on the show like now.
Exactly.
I mean, I know we could do this, but trying to get these people, but that's something in the future I'm thinking about. Come back in the future if we can get it to go that way.
Just making plans.
Because remember, we were trying to do that, to do it live on the street. Remember that time, what's his name?
Yes.
We were trying to work that deal.
Yes. So many different ways to do this.
I mean, by the way, what happened to that fella? What was his name? I haven't heard from him lately.
Yeah.
What was that?
What was that, Chuck? I heard something there.
We
got a call.
A caller. Who's this?
Oh, who is
catching
this?
in last at the 11th hour.
Nice.
This is Victoria, BC. Robin
Shankura.
Green
Robin Shankura. Oh, there he is. That's the guy from Canada. I know where you're from. This is Canada boy. So what's been happening with you lately there, Canada man?
Oh, we're doing good up here. We just got our mask mandates removed on yesterday, July 1st, Canada Day.
Oh, you mean you don't have to wear them
Masks.
anymore?
No more masks needed anymore.
So it's coming. So
That's
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
coming down from you. It'll be coming down from us soon.
It's lifted here too, Uncle.
In spots, but not in some spots. No?
In certain businesses,
In
they
certain
still have
business.
it, but overall, it is lifted. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to wear one in public now. Yeah. So yeah,
But,
there you go.
The weather's good. We had some pretty extreme weather though. We were a part of that Pacific Northwest heat wave, right?
Oh, you had
oh,
that?
yeah.
You had that heat wave?
Was it 100 degrees?
Was it 100?
Well, it was 40 Celsius,
Oh,
What is that?
which I want to say is maybe a little bit over 100 there.
Mm.
Let me see if I can.
goodness gracious. Okay, it's hot.
I
It got
tried.
real hot.
I
I don't have
tied
to
you
bet
up.
that conversions quite yet.
It was, I think, to put it simply,
you,
it was like
Ty.
Riverside, California temperatures up in Vancouver, Canada, which is
Yeah, which is
out of the wacky.
not very
yeah.
common. Not very
Mm-mm.
common, but in Victoria here it was 42 Celsius, which probably converts. I know 68 is 20, and then 78 is 25, 88 is 30, 98 is 35. So it was probably around 108.
Wow. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Say. Yeah,
Ooh.
and
Oh,
so
But is that the humidity in your area, though? What is it in humidity?
Oh, humidity.
Humidity.
yeah, we're pretty humble people, but at the same time,
What are you laughing at, sidekick? I'm trying to
humidity.
talk to this man.
It wasn't super humid, even though we are by the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Well, that tells you why.
Did
It was
you
just-
did you say it was 42 degrees Celsius up there?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
right.
107.6.
oh,
7.6.
that is hot.
And then
Jump in the
place
ocean.
up here,
Jump in the
got-
ocean.
49 point something, and then there was some type of fire got started, and the whole town burnt down, kind of like you had down there, like that Paradise place. It was kind of like that.
Oh, terrible.
Just
All right.
stored stuff.
Well, Robin, I think I may cut you short there.
Cut the short. Wait a minute. We're not finished. Cut short.
The show is over.
What show?
Shows over.
Why
Do
not?
our
We know
shout
the
out.
show is over. This
But yeah, give a quick shout out there, Robin.
Well, give
I
a
was
shout
just-
out to
I
Robin.
just wanted to get in so you could tie up Chuck there. So
Hey, yes. That was the other question. I tied him. Tied you, Chucky.
There you
So
go.
my I'll give a shout out to the people of Lytton, BC, who did lose a lot of their places there in this fire. So hopefully they can rebuild and get things going again. And and I'm looking forward to my shirts. Are my shirts in the mail, Aaron?
Oh, yeah.
I have the last one finishing now. I'm going to send them out, and they'll be there soon. Yes, thank you, Robin.
You're
Appreciate
not
your
finished
order.
them? Oh,
Sport
I thought he
notes
finished them.
around town.
Mhm.
And
So
I'll
thank you.
send you guys a photo.
Cool. Yes, Robin has ordered an Uncle shirt, an Ocelli Effect shirt, and a Nature Transitions shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, so he got all three there.
Indeed.
3 days of the week I can be supporting your endeavors there. So
Thank
Ah,
you.
that's a
Thank
very
you.
good idea.
yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
Talk to you
Yeah.
guys next week possibly, and
Yeah.
and have a safe weekend.
All
Get
right,
get
thank you,
ready for
Robin.
the 4th and get ready for my new revolution. That is going to be
Okay.
wild.
But yeah,
I'm
I've still
putting
got my
a new one.
tequila from the last time, so I'll save some of that for this next year.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Hornitos.
Okay.
Good.
Well, because we're going to
All
have a load of drinks up here.
We will.
Right.
He's going to be a couple.
He's
It's more
stocked
like
up.
he's going to be more of a bartender. I'm going to have
Yeah.
him set as a bartender. This is for my new revolutions. I mean, why not? Because this is what the revolution's about.
Could be.
Having beers,
Part of it.
drinks.
Maybe Bumwine Bob can come in person and be your bartender.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I
It's
can
like dream
see it.
come true time right
If
there.
that guy shows up, you have a seat and let him bartend.
All right.
Because
you
I
guys
know how he'd do.
Take care, Robin.
take care,
thank,
Robin.
thank you again.
Thank
Really
you again.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, tied there, Chuck.
There we
And
go.
you didn't get 0.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm surprised. I thought you were talking to somebody too earlier.
So shout out again to Robin. Thank you for your
thank you.
shirt
Shout
order. You too could order the shirts, Uncle the Podcast, Age of Transitions, and Ocelli Effect shirts. Again, if you order the Ocelli Effect shirt, I'm sending money to Chuck, so you'll be helping him out. So thank you everybody for everything, for all your support. Our website is unclethepodcast.com. Uncle, why don't you go ahead and bring us home for the night here?
That's our show for tonight, gentlemen, people. Bye-bye.